Brian, obviously Rio or the stadium's been a tough place for y'all to win. What did you struggle with or the most this time around?
We were actually talking about that just now with Freddie. I said we are not very good in this stadium over the years. You know, I wish I had an answer for you, Jada. What I said to the team was that, you know, I have to reflect on the job I do because, you know, I think this game in particular, I don't believe that we started off well in the second half. Now, Santos against a good opponent at home, you know, they had a little bit of the game. I remember against Minnesota, they came out and the team coming out at halftime, you know, not being sharp, that falls on me. That's my responsibility to make sure that we're clear with instructions, with the sub that we made with Kellen, and just make sure that they're ready and prepared to play. So that's the reflection, Jada, for this game, because they made one play in the second half and then they defended and they made it count. Yeah, they had one more chance, you know, middle of the second half when they should have perhaps put it away. But after they scored the first goal, then they kind of just dropped off. So, you know, that play, making plays, whether it's soccer, football, basketball, you got to make plays. And they did. So credit to them.
Next question over to Masvita Morer. Maz, go ahead and ask your question.
Brian, you hit on this a little bit, but how long do you sit with today's game, evaluate, and obviously you have another game on Wednesday?
You talking about me personally or the team?
I would say the team. You gave us your personal, your kind of reflection, but I just mean as a whole, the team.
It'll take me a while to get over it. You know, I'm not pleased. I don't think they're pleased either because I can't fault the effort. The guys worked hard in there. We're going to have to, Maz, push past it. Sometimes you want to feel sorry for yourself or, you know, woe is me and, you know, all of that. We don't do that. We can't do that because we're coming up against a really good team in Lyon and it's a chance to win a trophy. So the message tonight was physical recovery because we have a game on Wednesday, but the mental recovery starts with a little bit of reflection on what you could have done today in tonight's game to do a little bit better. And then we'll give them Sunday off. We'll give them tomorrow off to just get all of that out of us. And then Maz, we're going to go back to work on Monday and Tuesday and prepare for a final.
Next in the queue, I am seeing Felipe Makeda, and as Felipe brings himself off mute, just a reminder, if you have a question for Brian, please hit the raised hand function button. Felipe, go ahead.
So, Coach, Brian, you were talking about reflection and what can you, as a coach, what you could do different for this in this game to win it?
Maz, I don't know. I'm going to think about it. I'm going to try and come up with an answer. But I don't like it when my team, you know, comes out slow in the second half. So maybe I need to challenge them. Maybe I need to, you know, work with guys individually, maybe collectively. I don't know. I will reflect on that. We'll see what we can do. But again, I would say that Jada's first point is a valid one. You know, in the bigger picture, we haven't had a lot of success here. And that reflection is probably just as important as the reflection on this particular game. We need to find a way. There was a point in time, Felipe, that the LA Galaxy had our number. You know, they were always the one that we couldn't get past in 2014. You know, we couldn't push past them in the playoffs. And, you know, they were kind of our team that we just couldn't get by. And then suddenly we had a couple of good results against them. And then, you know, it's not the case. With this team, with this building, with this field, I don't know. But I know our record here is not very good.
Thank you.
Thanks, Felipe. Jeremiah, we'll go over to you next.
Looking at the lineup, it looked like you sort of tried to find a pretty good balance of using some starters from previous games and rotating some. Did you feel like that balance was a good balance? And are you at all second guessing any of that?
Nope, not at all. I'll start with the two young kids in the middle. I thought Danny and Josh played well. I mean, they were playing against Krylak and Rusnak in that same area of the field, and I thought we were okay. You know, AB certainly has played well for us at times. Give Ymar a little bit of a break. I think the substitution patterns with Alex and Kellen, that's an easy one. You know, we got Christian out there 60 minutes because he didn't play a ton with the national team. I got to rest JP. Nico Benezet had a very good game. Montero came on and did a good job. Nuhu got through 90 minutes again. Javi was very good again. I mean, he was really good. Raul, okay, maybe we didn't give him enough service, but he had a couple half chances in the first half. I mean, I was actually, Jeremiah, when we came in at halftime, because I said it on the TV broadcast, there was a tremendous amount of wind and the field was very hard and bumpy. And so we came out of it going into the wind. They had the advantage. And I said at halftime, okay, we got through that. So let's go. Let's turn that around and we'll use, you know, the field conditions and the wind conditions to our advantage. Let's shoot from distance. Let's test the goalkeeper. But, you know, obviously that didn't work.
We'll go over to Jackson Feltz next. Jackson, go ahead and bring yourself off mute and ask your question.
Hey, Brian, I would love to kind of get your thoughts on Freddie Juarez and his kind of sort of homecoming today and the influence he had on with your coaching staff on the preparation for this game.
Well, he does a great job. He's integrating very well. Smart guy. I mean, he gave us all of the tactical stuff that we had that he had done in the past. And, you know, credit to Pablo. He actually has changed a couple things the last 3 games. He's got good results. So they matched us up with 3 center backs. And again, maybe in the first half, it was a bit of a stalemate. And that's different than what Freddie played or what RSL normally played in the past. The insights that he gave us as far as individual players are concerned, that was useful, you know, tendencies, all of that. But he's been great for the staff.
Final call just for first-time questions, or if there are a few follow-ups, I think we can take a few. Jeremiah, I see your hand is still raised. Did you have one?
I need to manually get better about lowering that. I apologize. I will throw this out there though. Brian, we heard on the broadcast that Nico had it sounds like he had some sort of setback with the injury he had suffered before. What's the prognosis there?
Well, he's getting evaluated. We'll have more information. We're going to see, you know, have second opinions on it. We will keep you guys updated. But that was a re-injury of the same injury that he had earlier in the season.
And so is that the injury that the surgery was hoping to fix?
Yes, that is correct. It did fix it. He re-injured it. He was Nico the last game was playing very well. This happened in training. It didn't happen in the last game that he played. I thought Nico was moving well, everything was good. This was a training ground incident.
Maz, I see you've got your hand raised, and if there's no others, you might be the last one, but go ahead and ask your question.
Yeah, Brian, just going back to your comment about the second half, you guys the strategy was to try to get the ball up top to Raul. Did they change something in the second half for you guys to stop you guys from executing that strategy, or was just?
No, I just don't think we executed as well. And then the other thing that you guys, I'm sure you guys saw, when we made some changes, we brought AB out. We switched to, 4-2-3-1, which, I think we can play. I know we can play. But, sometimes in the shuffle there, You know, we started with 4-2-3-1, then we ended with 4-4-2 diamond when I brought Will on the field. Sometimes when you're making multiple changes, Maz, it's hard for the team to be in sync. So, you know, maybe we'll spend a little bit of time, you know, in our training sessions to really get back to and train a little bit more of the 4-2-3-1. So in case we go down a goal, we'll give them the tools to be successful, or give them the comfort, you know, getting back to what we already know, but just we haven't trained that in a while.